Alright guys, welcome back. Today's just gonna be a chill day, I guess. Just something pretty simple. Basically what I have here are some leftover parts that I had off the wrecked Celica. If you guys didn't know already, I got rid of the Celica and I kept some of the aftermarket parts that I had on there, like this strut bar that I believe is a Rod Millen strut bar. I don't have the emblem or plaque on it, but it looks the same. And then I have this Rod Millen spark plug cover with the bolts as well. So we're just gonna clean it up a little bit. Like I said, something pretty simple today, nothing too extraordinary. And then if we have time, which we most likely will, I'm probably going to take out the spacers in the front, because even though the fitment is pretty good, I am rubbing like crazy every time I turn. As you can see, the wrap is kind of lifting on the edges, so I'm just going to remove the spacers and make the drivability more drivable.
Good use of words.
Thanks. I know it's so dirty, but yeah, we're just gonna wash it. And I have some of this Barkeeper's Friend, like metal polish, metal cleaner. It's like the powder version, so we're gonna see if this is gonna work. The strut bar has some surface rust, so we're just gonna have to try to remove that stuff off too, and then put that puppy in the engine bay. So finally something for the engine bay. No horsepower, but you know, who cares? Just to get an idea of how it will look. Looks something like that, except not dirty. And yeah, electrical tape there, because there's like the battery brackets there. Shit, is it even gonna get in the way? Might even be in the way. I don't know, we'll see. We're just gonna clean it up and then go on from there. Just got a bucket of water. I'm just gonna dunk it in there, and then grab a towel and then just, you know, scrub away all the dirt. Looks better already. Wow. Okay, and then I got some soapy water. I'm just gonna spray it. All right, now let's polish it. All right, so I got some steel wool.
Maybe with a little bit of water.
Do I need water? Sprinkle onto a wet surface. Oh, I do need wet surface, okay. Okay, pretty wet. And just just kidding guys, that's not what it looked like. I don't have any like polish, so it's like kind of, this will do for now, I guess. Damn, I really wish I had like compound polish, whatever, that liquid stuff to buff it, to make it look like a mirror. But you know, your boy don't got that stuff. All right, so we're just using whatever we have around the house. Oh yeah, it's subtle, but I mean, it's there. Okay, next up we're gonna get this one, and just gonna remove this. All right, I'm just gonna clean it. Maybe steel wool made it kind of worse.
You think you scraped it too much?
I don't know, maybe I should just use a towel instead. Dude, are we baking or what?
We are baking.
Try and get that rust off by using like the powder. Oh, it kind of removed some of them off.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
Just need more powder.
All right, looks like this is a better way. So I think we're gonna go back to the spark plug cover after this and try to revive it. All right, so I just finished polishing up this whole strut bar. I couldn't really get into like these crevices, whatever, so they're just gonna stay there for now. But for the most part, it made a big difference. Like, it's so much shinier now. I got rid of most of the surface rust that was on here, and that was on here as well. But like I said, these little like welding spots, I couldn't really get to. Turned out really nice, so we're gonna try to do the same thing with this. Yeah, I definitely think I messed up with the steel wool, because now there's a whole bunch of micro scratches, and it is not shiny at all. So let's try this. Hope it works. I don't even know if it's rare. I think it's rare.
No, it's rare.
That moment when you don't know what you have.
Shit. Wow.
I heard it's rare, so it's rare.
Wow.
Okay?
Not even a true Celica enthusiast. I'm out of here.
All right, so I just got everything in. Here's a little update of the strut bar and the spark plug cover installed. It's pretty subtle, but I think it looks pretty good. And I mean, strut bars do serve a purpose anyways. It's not just for engine bay looks. So I did encounter a little problem, and for those of you who are interested in installing a strut bar, you might run into this as well. So my battery terminal cable thingies were vertical at first, so I had to shift them horizontal. And then I also removed the battery tie down to get the strut bar to fit across. Another alternative is you guys can get a smaller battery which sits a little bit lower. That way it gives enough space for the strut bar to go across on top of it without any problems. I also had a small problem when trying to put the studs through both sides of the top hats. The studs were off just a tiny bit, so I actually jacked up the entire car, loosened the nuts, and then just shifted it a tiny bit. That way I was able to sit the strut bar in perfectly fine, and now I have no issues with it. I also took out the 25mm spacer on this, and it's now way too sunken in, so it looks kind of funny compared to the rear, especially if you look at it from the rear end. Kind of looks like it's bagged or something, but I'm gonna try to throw on a 5mm spacer on there. I'll just run it like this for now, so I'm not gonna be rubbing, or just suck it up and put the 25mm back on and rub like crazy again. Okay, so this is what I ended up doing. I added a 20mm spacer on this side, and then on this side I just left it alone. I'm running no spacer on this side. If you guys remember on my achieving better wheel fitment video, you guys would know that for some reason the driver's side didn't poke out as much as the passenger side. If we look at it from the top, you kind of see some poke right here, and then on the passenger side you still see some poke as well, although it's not as much as the driver's side. But yeah, I just didn't feel too comfortable with this 5mm spacer, especially since it reduced the length of the studs. And yeah, I think I'm better off using extended studs if I were going to use these slip-on spacers. So for now I have 20mm on the driver's side and nothing on the passenger side, so that makes it +0 driver's side and +20 passenger side. I'm gonna go for a quick test drive, make some U-turns, and see if I rub. If I still rub, I'm just gonna take them out and run no spacers in the front. And then I guess the plan would be to just run extended studs or get a smaller sidewall for the tires, because these are 40 and I think I should have gone with 35. But for 4 new tires, just to get a smaller sidewall is I think going to be more expensive than just getting extended studs. All right, so I just came back from the test drive and I had no issues whatsoever. I made several U-turns and there was no rubbing at all, so we are good to go on this side as well as the other side. But yeah, this will do for now. I'm definitely going to figure something out for the passenger side, but it's not going to be something that I'm going to worry about right now. So yeah, definitely going to have to rewrap this fender in the near future, and then maybe a 10mm spacer and extended studs on this side, just to even both sides out. But for now, this will do. Looks pretty good to me. Just small little adjustments.